Well, we're here with Igor Grishiev, who is in Western Ukraine and on the ground serving with many of our graduates from our program. And Igor, it's so good to see you. And we also have Bailey Beta with us, who is our Director of Partner Relations and works with churches and donors all across our country. So Igor, I want to just start by asking you how you are doing. I mean, you're in a small little apartment there with your family. kind of.
Yeah, yeah, we are in a
Oh, and
small.
there's your granddaughter. Go ahead and show us your granddaughter.
All of
Hi.
your
What you got there?
yeah. So she has a lot of toys, not many, what she could grasp when she and her parents, when her and her parents just escaped from the bungalow.
Oh,
I'm doing
that,
fine. Sorry.
that's your office now, right? When you're not in shelters or churches or out making calls. So
Yeah.
Igor, you mentioned something to me that was very moving. You said that, well, tell us how your day begins in Ukraine,
Yeah.
all over Ukraine.
Usually it starts with the chats, families chats, for example, where relatives, close relatives are connected through Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger, and we have Viber connection with our Chernigiv relatives who live in Chernigiv, in the city of Dnipro, in Kiev, and we send SMS, how are you? And everyone put likes or answer fine, we are live. Most the common word right now for Ukrainians, most of Ukrainians, like our family, is we are alive, and this is it. That's it makes day, makes our day.
Yeah. And the main thing in the morning is just to make sure everybody's alive.
Yes, now it's alive. No something we want to have, or we are not. We just alive, and we go through another day. And so we are praying and thanking God for that we are alive and for the peaceful, or at least not bombing day.
Now, some of our pastors have, you shared with us, brought their families to the borders of Ukraine, to places like Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, and have returned to their congregations. What are some of the cities where our pastors are now serving, and kind of in harm's way, I think you mentioned to us?
Yeah, that's Kharkiv, Kyiv, and Chernigiv. These are the Nizhyn, by the way, where we are. That's all the cities which are most of all bombing harshly. And pastors, they don't leave their congregations, but evacuating by using their cars, the women, children to the Polish border or to the city of Lviv, where they meet with our Glomos graduates here, and bring their relatives and live with them, and they'll go back to do another route from Kyiv or Chernigiv or Kharkiv.
By the way, it's been fun to get to know your granddaughter, because on our morning calls, I get to see her every morning. So would you tell us your granddaughter's name, Igor?
Як тебе звуть?
Яна.
Diana.
Diana. Hi, Diana.
Яна.
Привет, Diana. Hi.
Hi.
All right. It's good to see you. Good to see you again.
Показать им эту паупу.
Oh, now she wants to show you all.
Thank you, Diana. Did you tell us,
Давай покажем им.
I know that one of the things that we're very concerned about is the orphans that one of our graduates is trying to assist even right now when we're speaking. Could you give us an update on that?
Yeah, there are 30 children recently arrived in the city of Dnipro for Kharkiv. who's been under the bombing and their basements, and they are now, with the help of our Gromas graduates, you know that we have more than 50 Gromas graduates, not all of them working with us, but our coordinator Irina Gerasimov, she helps us to understand the reality of the situation and help the most vulnerable people like children. So these children are met with our support in one of the orphanages, which are empty now because children who were there left and evacuated to another south or into the west, mostly into the west. And they are now for 2-3 days over there until the train will be formed, and these children will be sent with the train. But they are met with children toys, toothpaste, diapers, pampers, meal, and sweets. That's real happy things for them.
Good. Bailey, you've spent some time in Ukraine, and I know that you have, friends there, and just people that are on your heart and mind right now as well.
Yeah, so a few years ago, I was able to travel to Odessa with a team from Bethel Church in Crown Point, Indiana, and we were able to serve with Pastor Maxime, and he does a lot of work with the Roma communities there in the Odessa area. So I just wanted to ask how Maxime is doing, and how we can be praying for him and his work as he continues serving in the midst of hardship.
Yeah, Pastor Maxime is doing fine. If you can say fine when you're under the threat of attack from the sea, Black Sea, where Russian warships are over there trying to threat. They didn't attack yet, but despite of the situation, Odessa people are ready to welcome Russians and stop them over there where they are. But our pastors, like Pastor Maxime, they continue working with among Roma people who are most vulnerable. So if you ask Pastor Maxime how are things, he would say everything is fine, we are working, and we will have victory. So in his villages where you were, in Berezivka and Pavlovka, they are helping vulnerable Roma people who didn't have good jobs, stable jobs, and nowadays the situation became even worse. So he, with our help, provided them with groceries, meal that they can cook, water, and hygienic things for children and both for adults. And with all of that, they share a gospel with them.
Can you talk a little bit more about what the situation is like for the Roma as the kind of persecuted minority already? What does their situation look like with this attack?
Mostly it could happen. It happened in the city of Kharkiv. Roma people, they are neglected by Ukrainians, not much like with Russians, and they could become like a slavery over there if they stay there. So who can, they try to leave, and it's come to here to the city of Uzhgorod, since there are more than 15,000 adults in the camps in the city of Mukachevo and here in the city of Uzhgorod. So persecution, they were bombed. They didn't see yet Russians, but mostly they experienced bombing. They stayed in their houses and they didn't have water, and some of them even they testified to me that they even drink water from the toilet, not itself, but the one where the water keeps. And that's the situation they were in the city of Kharkiv.
Okay.
Igor, how's our friend Dima doing? One of the churches I preached in when I was there in Lviv. Tell us what he's doing there to serve people in his church.
Yeah, in the beginning of the war, he and I, we met and we planned how we can serve future refugees, even they were not there yet. And nowadays we provided them with the funds which are used for creating a shelter. And by the way, we are having 4 shelters in the west of Ukraine supported and helping our Gomas graduate in the city of Lviv, Uzhgorod. And so Dima is full of energy to help refugees with his GLOMAS graduates and providing shelter for 45 people over there. We helped them to arrange shelter with mattresses, pillows, blankets, sheets, water, toilet paper, generator in case the electricity won't work. So it is things they needed. So yeah, I'm happy that our GLOMAS graduates, both in the city of Uzhgorod, Lviv and Kharkiv and Kyiv and Chernigiv, Nizhyn, they are serving as we train them, and especially who could hear the night module, gospel, church, and transformation of community. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. And I know your granddaughter's there to kind of keep you focused on what the most important things are, and that's the people that we love. And I know you love your family very much. I know I'm not going to share with everyone some of the conversations we've had, but I know you've had some emotional times and some emotional days. Can you just tell us how you're doing? You and your family are doing. You're seeing a lot right now.
Yeah, we are. It's the time of close fellowship, I would say. I would say intimate fellowship when everything become open, and the biggest love is in distance, as we say. Tanya's mother loved Tanya more than her sister. She sister lives with mother, so the same here. We learning how to love despite of the differences. In the small one-room apartment, well, before that we lived separately and we were happy. Now we are unhappy. Now we are happy. It's still, yeah, it's kind of. We are trying to receive it with humor and to understand that we are different, and we can we try to overcome our differences with love and patience. Most of all.
Yeah. Well,
What keeps you encouraged?
Who keeps me?
What's keeping you encouraged through all of this?
I think that's God's grace. I think without it and my friends and your prayer, I can tell you it's emotionally it's hard to keep smiling, but I think the friendship, the brotherhood, the relations we developed all of the year, and I feel that how it is every morning encourages me. Even when I want to go down, my heart sinks. I feel prayer, and it comes out, and it keeps me encouraged also to help people, to serve them. And you stop thinking about yourself, as one of pastor said to me. You think too much about yourself. So I'm trying not to think about myself, but about others.
Well, Igor, I know you've got to get out to check on shelters and churches and pastors, and so we're going to let you go right now, but we love you so much. And our thoughts are with you every single day. Our prayers are with you every single day, often throughout the day. And I want you to know that many of our partners here in the U.S. are giving generously to be an encouragement to our pastors who are there on the ground in harm's way, serving people in need. So we'll be checking in some more, but thank you for taking time to talk with us today.
See you, Igor.
Yeah. See you.